What's going on, my fellow Rexes? It is Liam Rex here. We're back again with another brand new video. Today, guys, we are back again with another video. And I've never done this type of video, but I'm going to do it anyways, just because, you know, I just like to. But anyway, guys, we are doing a reaction video, and I am doing my very first reaction video to a YouTuber called Theodds1out. The odd ones out. You basically know him as James and stuff. Anyway, we reacted to one of his videos that says, movies I thought were weird. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this.
Do you all remember that classic kids movie made in the 70s about a pig and a spider?
Charlotte's Web?
Charlotte's Web. Remember how it made us a lot of money? I mean, remember how it ended on a cliffhanger?
I've actually never watched the movie.
I didn't know it was. No.
The guy in the background.
Big cliffhanger! It's been 30 years! Everyone wants to know what happened to that spider! The spider died, Ethan. Oh, I didn't
Did it
watch
really?
it. But you got one thing right.
Reminds me
Everyone
of
is
Spider-Man.
wondering what happened next. The first movie wasn't satisfying enough. America needs a sequel.
Oh, a sequel,
Who
definitely.
would watch that? And then 3 years later, we can make a live-action version. Now you're speaking my language, Ethan. Everyone else, you're fired. For some reason, movie producers and showrunners think that kids are stupid and don't know what good content is. They probably think that as long as a kid's show is a
Oh,
cartoon
that's so
and it's
mean.
moving, they'll love it. Well, here's the truth, Hollywood. The cartoons don't have to move, but you do need to write likable characters and a plot that actually makes sense. The only people who know what kids like—
So, I remember one video, a movie actually. It was a horrible movie. It was basically a ripoff of Star Wars, and it was something called Spaceballs. I don't know. It had a funny name to it. Peter, don't sue me. But needless to say, I watched it and I'm thinking, this movie is horrible. It's just garbage.
like these days are YouTubers. Am I right, fellow youths? Hashtag let Pokemon go to the polls. I
You stole
thought
that from
I had
Hillary
pretty low
Clinton.
standards as a kid, but sometimes I'd be watching a show and even I'd think, this is weird. Why does this need to exist? Why are the animals singing?
Okay, so, I used to watch something called Thomas the Train as a kid, and as a kid, I loved that show. Needless to say, when I grew up and I started watching some of the videos, I'm thinking, this is really kind of cringy for me. I don't know why.
Favorite shows growing up was Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've actually been rewatching some of the episodes while I work on videos, not because I enjoy it this time, but because it's good background noise, and sometimes the show will say something
lonely.
that's so stupid it's good.
Mokuba, what do I always tell you? If at first you don't succeed, blast them with your blue eyes again!
Anyway, because I'm an adult, I bought and framed 3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards.
And dang it, these cards are too small to even fit in the frame.
Waste of money, dude.
I don't even know why I
Oh,
liked
dang.
Yu-Gi-Oh! So much. It was basically just anime characters playing the exact same card game over and over.
Nani?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Would be losing, he would give a speech about friendship or the heart of the cards, and then he would draw the Yu-Gi-Oh! Must Win card. And most of the time, he wouldn't even play by the rules. And then rinse and
Uno.
repeat that formula for 200 more episodes and 4 spin-offs, and you got yourself a successful anime. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the first sign that gaming channels were gonna be a thing. Kids just love
Lol.
watching other people play games, because they suck at them. Okay, enough about Japanese cartoons. If Yu-Gi-Oh! Was able to keep my hyperactive attention span engaged, then what TV shows did I think were weird even as a kid? Keep in mind that these opinions are coming from someone who thought the Star Wars prequels were good. So, Misa, take it with a grain of salt. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. To be fair, I've never
What?
seen a single episode of TMNT. From what
Are
I
you
hear, it's
serious?
a good series, but just the concept by itself was enough for my kid brain to think, this show is silly and I'm not gonna watch it. Like, come on. Ninja Turtles? That's a little weird, seeing that turtles are slow and aren't very maneuverable.
Hey, they're
I'm a turtle
mutants.
and I can't get up.
They're mutants? Okay, I guess that makes sense. And
Yeah.
they're teenagers? Teenagers are mean to me.
To be
This is
honest,
where I
that
draw
part
the line.
confused
Those
me
are
as
3
well.
adjectives that don't belong in a sentence together. And they're named after famous Renaissance artists?
I got the
Why don't
lame
you just
one.
give them normal turtle names like Sheldon? Whatever. Let's go watch a real show about Japanese people playing card games. I used to think that the Powerpuff Girls was a girly TV show, and so I never watched it. But then the
So
show got
me.
rebooted, and everyone on the internet was saying how much they used to love the original, and all I could—
To be honest, I remember I actually saw that episode and needless to say it was so weird. I remember that there was nothing on to watch, and I just remember, hey, it's probably only a few episodes, so I'm gonna do it. And then that episode came on, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing with my life?
think was, man, if only I wasn't a sexist baby. Do you guys remember Zaboomafoo? Zaboomafoo
I've
was
actually
the
never
show on
heard of
PBS Kids where a lemur and these two brothers named the Krat brothers would teach kids
Hang on.
all about why.
So I think in 3rd grade, this used to be a thing. The Crap Brothers, they would do something. It was like a cartoon thingy. They had these watches like Ben 10 something where they could transform into animals. Needless to say, I liked it. It was pretty funny.
Wild animals. I always thought that the two brothers were named the Crap brothers, and I only just learned their real names right now when I looked up how to spell Zaboomafoo. Also, they have a website, and it looks like this. Anyway, one of the episodes was all about eggs. The Crap brothers talked all about the different kinds of eggs animals lay, and then the lemur asks,
"What's it like to be in an egg?"
and then one of the Crap brothers just appears in a giant egg and says, "It's pretty squishy and gooey in here." And he brought a pizza with him.
Pizza!
I watched that episode as a kid and had 2 questions. 1, how do you get inside the egg? And 2, what laid him? The more I thought about it, the weirder I felt. This is how fetishes start, PBS. Can you believe my brother is inside this egg? Now, when I think back to movies I thought were weird as a kid, the first thing that comes to mind were those frickin' American Mousetail ones. They're about these mice trying to immigrate to America. Good luck doing a 2017 reboot. Dirty mouselums. Also, I have to talk about all those bad Disney sequels. They're all bad. Don't tell me, oh, I thought The Little Mermaid 2 was all right. No, they're all bad. My least favorite one was The Hunchback of Notre Dame 2. I remember one time I watched both movies back to back, and just having seen the first movie and then seeing the opening scene in the second one, I thought, what is this? This should be called The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I know those Disney sequels were just an easy way for Hollywood to make money, but think about how much more money they could have made if they just made good sequels. There was this one movie called Quest for Camelot, and as a kid, I liked this movie. It wasn't on my top 10, but it was all right. There was this one griffin who I thought looked cool and had a funny voice.
Precisely.
However, there's one part in the movie, and if you've already seen this movie, you probably know what I'm going to talk about, where a 2-headed dragon sings a song about wanting to be separated from the other dragon. There's a lot of things wrong with this song. I don't want to go too in-depth, but at one part they dress up as Cher and Elvis for some reason, except kids who watch this are too young to know or care about these people, and any adults watching this with their kids are just thinking, this is uncomfortable. Keep in mind that it takes a team of people to animate something like this. This song had to go through multiple, well-paid professional songwriter people, and they all had to look at the scripts and go, yeah, this is definitely a good idea. The last movie that I suppressed was Charlotte's Web 2. Wilbur's Great Adventure. I don't think enough people are talking about this movie. I thought the first one was a classic story about a pig who cheats death because a nerd spider took pity on him. Also, I just want to talk about this one scene in the first movie where Wilbur found out the farmers are going to kill him, so he started crying, I don't want to die.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
I know this pig isn't even real, but that scene was the closest thing to turning me vegan. The sequel is exactly what you'd expect from a sequel made 30 years after the original to be. They did change the character design a lot. I guess all these celebrities are still doing plastic surgery. Look what they made Charlotte look like in the sequel. The reason I bring up this movie is because of a scene towards the end. So this one character just can't fit in with all the other farm animals. He's a black sheep. Literally, they made him a black sheep. He was doomed to be an outcast from the start. And then a fox has a musical number, attacks the farm, and then goes after the black sheep.
The other white meat.
But he doesn't kill and eat the black sheep right there, no. Instead, he kidnaps, or sheep-naps, the sheep and takes him to an abandoned house, as any fox would do. And then,
like
I don't know if I'm interpreting this the wrong way, but watching this scene, I was picking up some creepy, non-advertiser-friendly vibes. The fox is basically telling the sheep, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put you in my mouth. Just eat him already. Stop licking your lips. Look what he does with his tail, and tell me you're not picking up some sexual tension. There's even a part where the sheep started to run away, but then the fox dragged him back down. Where do you think you're going, sheep boy? I'm going to be a furry. If you're weirded out by this, don't worry. I was too. And also, we're all done. Those were all the movies and shows that weren't too far suppressed down for me to tell you about. I asked a friend what movies weirded them out as a kid, and they said The Hunchback of Notre Dame. What are you talking about? That was a great movie. Get on my level,
thought you said that
scrub.
was
I used to watch
horrible.
foxes seduce their meals before they vored them. Were there any movies or TV shows that weirded
Well, guys, I believe that's the end for the video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. And tell me what videos you want me to react to next. I know some of you wanted me to react to Julian, and I'll try to do that sooner. Because I remember a few videos you guys commented that I should react to Julian. Yeah, I remember that. But still, yeah, guys, I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below in order to join the Rexon Squad. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Oh!